Disappearing act. Why fans got nervous. By the end of 2023, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce weren't just a couple. They were a phenomenon. Everywhere you turned, there they were, holding hands at NFL games, caught laughing on street corners, and inspiring a whole wave of TikTok theories. Swifties tracked their every move, while sports networks couldn't resist making them the unofficial halftime show. But as 2024 rolled in, something strange happened. They vanished. No red carpet moments, no cryptic Instagram clues, no blurry fan photos from dinner dates, nothing. It wasn't a typical quiet period. It felt intentional, almost like a disappearing act. Fans started to panic. Was this a breakup in slow motion? Were they avoiding the spotlight or avoiding each other? The speculation hit overdrive. Reddit threads got longer. TikTok detectives zoomed into background shadows and paparazzi photos. Even Taylor's outfits were dissected for hidden meanings. But no matter how deep people dug, one thing stayed the same: silence. Weeks passed, and the mystery only deepened, until one quiet evening in Florida changed everything. The Palm Beach sighting. What really happened at dinner? It wasn't a red carpet event. It wasn't a press conference. It was just dinner. But for Taylor and Travis, this casual night out at a cozy Florida bistro hit the internet like a bombshell. Photos surfaced from Buchan Restaurant in Palm Beach, and they weren't just sitting across from each other. They were sitting side by side, heads tilted together, sharing a menu like a pair who hadn't missed a beat. Travis, usually cool and collected, was caught mid-laugh, clearly amused by something Taylor had said. There was no PDA inside the restaurant, no dramatic kisses, no paparazzi poses, but it didn't matter. Their body language said enough. Comfort, warmth, chemistry. Then came the moment that really sent fans spiraling: the walk to their car. Hand in hand, casually but confidently, they strolled to a black SUV waiting nearby. No attempt to duck from cameras, no rush, just two people completely at ease, with each other and with being seen again. It was subtle but powerful, a quiet statement: we're still here. But this wasn't just a random date. It was part of a pattern, a string of subtle comebacks. That Florida sighting wasn't a one-off. It was a preview. Earlier in May, Taylor and Travis had already made a rare public appearance, having lunch with his mom, Donna Kelce, and his brother Jason. And just days before the Palm Beach dinner, they'd been spotted at another intimate spot, Harry's Bar in West Palm Beach. Each appearance was carefully spaced out, not too flashy, not too frequent, but just enough to shift the narrative, from breakup rumors to quiet confirmation. Even their choice of locations felt intentional. No flashy Beverly Hills hotels, no loud NYC nightclubs, just low-key places with cozy vibes, perfect for reconnecting or sending a subtle message without saying a word. And the message was clear: things are still going strong. But while their relationship was making quiet waves in public, Taylor was working on something massive behind the scenes. The data Piva started by right in the middle of all this soft launch relationship revival. Taylor made a bold and deeply personal move. She finally bought back her entire music catalog. Yes, after nearly 2 decades of legal battles, label fights, and viral interviews about her stolen masters, Taylor Swift took full ownership of the songs that built her empire. It wasn't just a business decision, it was symbolic. For years, Taylor had fought to control her story. And now, she owned every lyric, every melody, every heartbreak anthem that once slipped through her fingers. Fans called it her biggest power move yet. It wasn't just about music. It was about legacy, ownership, and rewriting her narrative on her own terms. And here's where it gets interesting, because that narrative now included Travis Kelce, a football star and a pop legend, both at the top of their game, quietly standing by each other through career highs and media chaos. But behind the sweet date nights and public appearances, another question started bubbling up. Why the silence? Rumors, safety, tension, and media pressure. So, why the disappearing act? Some fans believe it was strategic, a calculated move to escape the chaos and reset the narrative. Others think something more serious happened behind the scenes. According to online forums and anonymous posts on celebrity gossip sites, there were whispers of tension. Some pointed to their hectic schedules. Taylor's record-breaking Eras tour and Travis's NFL season didn't leave much room for downtime. There were also rumors that Travis wasn't entirely comfortable with the non-stop spotlight that came with dating one of the most photographed women in the world. Reports claim that, while he supported her, he wasn't used to the Swiftie-fueled media storm, especially when it started bleeding into his football life. Meanwhile, Taylor, a master of public image, may have wanted to step back from overexposure. She's been down this road before. Highly public romances that played out like soap operas and ended in tabloids. This time, she might have wanted something quieter, more grounded. It's been said that the pair agreed to pause the public outings, focus on their individual lives, and keep things private, at least for a little while. But absence, especially in the celebrity world, always fuels speculation. And the silence only made the public want more. When they finally reappeared, even casual gestures, a laugh, a shared menu, a handhold, became headline news. But behind the camera flashes, insiders say something else was brewing. Travis's inner circle. Did they approve? Dating a megastar like Taylor Swift isn't just about the two people involved. It affects the people around them too. Reports from entertainment insiders suggest that not everyone in Travis's circle was fully on board at first. Some of his teammates reportedly worried that the media circus would distract him from football. Others were concerned about how public the relationship had become in such a short time. Even fans of the Chiefs started speculating whether Taylor was bad luck after a few rocky games in late 2023. And then there was the family angle. Though his mother, Donna Kelce, publicly appeared supportive, smiling in photos and sitting next to Taylor at games, some sharp-eyed fans noticed subtle changes. Less interaction, fewer appearances, shorter visits. Was it just coincidence or a quiet shift in dynamics? No one knows for sure, but in the world of celebrity relationships, silence often speaks louder than words. Still, Taylor and Travis didn't buckle under the pressure. If anything, they got quieter, more deliberate, a move that might have actually strengthened their bond. Because sometimes, stepping out of the spotlight can reveal who's really in your corner. But the biggest surprise? How the relationship started affecting Taylor's music. Easter eggs, lyrics, and love stories. Taylor Swift has always used her music to tell her story, and fans are trained to pick apart every word, note, and music video frame for clues. So when rumors started swirling that Travis had inspired new lyrics, Swifties went into full decode mode. A few lines in her latest release had people buzzing. You threw the pass, I caught the fall, and danced through it all. And then there was a track titled Sunday Lights, which fans linked to football Sundays and her infamous box seat appearances at Travis's games. Of course, none of it was confirmed. Taylor never directly ties lyrics to current partners, but she always leaves just enough to spark speculation. Even Travis got in on the fun. In a podcast episode earlier this year, he smirked when asked about the song rumors, saying he wouldn't mind a lyric or two about him. Was that confirmation? A joke? More fuel for the fire? Whatever the truth, the internet ran wild. Playlists popped up dedicated to trailer anthems. TikTok edits layered football clips over lover instrumentals. And once again, Taylor and Travis had become more than a couple. They were a cultural moment. But while fans were busy shipping them, others were asking a more serious question. Is this the real deal or just a moment? Celebrity relationships are often short-lived, fast, intense, and over before the next album drops. But this one feels different. Taylor's not in promo mode. Travis isn't chasing attention. There are no reality shows or brand deals riding on their image. Just two people, living loudly for a while, then quietly when it mattered most. Some fans say this is the most authentic version of Taylor they've seen in years. No drama, No media manipulation, just happiness in its simplest form. Others remain skeptical. The fame gap is still there. The lifestyles couldn't be more different. She tours stadiums. He plays in them. She's rewriting pop history. He's rewriting football records. And yet, maybe that's exactly why it works. Two people at the top of their game, unbothered by the noise, unfazed by the pressure, just choosing to show up for each other, quietly, consistently. Whether it lasts or not, this chapter in Taylor's story is already one of her most talked about. And it didn't take drama or a breakup to get there. Just two hands, held on a quiet night in Florida. Song fans as a leader. I God. What this all really means. In a world obsessed with chaos, scandals, and shock value, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce did something unexpected. They paused. They stepped back from the cameras, from the frenzy, from the headlines. And when they returned, they didn't explain a thing. Because sometimes, real stories don't need big announcements. They just unfold slowly, naturally, without press releases or tabloid quotes. And in doing that, they reminded us all the most powerful move in celebrity culture is choosing when to be seen.